Well, we didn't even make it out of the hospital when Lainey was born. Nurses came rushing in at like 3 a.m. They thought she was having seizures. So then they brought her down to the NICU and started every test under the sun. And everything just kept coming back normal. So they sent us out of the hospital after 2 weeks of Lainey being on antibiotics. And then we kept noticing things happening at home. And I knew something was still wrong.
So after going to countless doctors, we finally went to a geneticist, and they confirmed that it was alternating hemiplegia of childhood. And at that moment, our life got flipped upside down. The first thing I did was just Google it on the computer. It's a very complex genetic disorder, and it's ridiculously rare. I saw words like devastating. I saw words like debilitating. I saw phrases like it's like having 7 diseases at one time. I was just full of sorrow when I was reading about all the symptoms of AHC.
And so from then it was, okay, now we have our diagnosis. So now what's next? We have to find the right doctors. We have to find, is there a community? How many other people have this? Where do we even turn? And finding the AHCF website was like, the heavens opened up for us, because all of a sudden there was this website that had information on this disorder that we didn't even know about, which to me was such a shock and such a relief.
Right.
We don't know at all what we would have done if we didn't have this community that we found through the AHCF. That in and of itself is priceless, because no one knows what it's like to have a child with AHC unless you have a child with AHC. When you hear genetic disease, that is lifelong. And when we found the AHCF and we saw that there was actively a project happening to search for a cure for this disorder, that was like this lifeline that we grabbed onto. And so to have them as a resource it's been priceless for us.
Ultimately for Lainey, we want her to continue to be that happy little girl that plays with her brother, that enjoys being goofy and just being a happy girl.
Our life looks so different than what we had expected. And AHC, frankly, has stolen so much from us. But what it hasn't stolen is our joy and our happiness.